friends, welcome back to my channel. I want to do a massive book haul today because I bought a lot of books. It's just what I do. I always say that buying books and reading books, they're two different hobbies. They are. And I do have every intention on reading these books. I promise. I bought these books because I want to read them. I just don't have self-control when I'm at the bookstore and I'm like, oh my god, I really want to read this book. Like, I need to learn that I don't need to buy the book right now. My excuse for everything is that, oh, well, when I move, I'm going to get my big bookshelves and I have to fill the bookshelves. But then I'm spending a bunch of money on books. We're going to stack up these books and then see how much I have. Some of these books you might have seen in a previous vlog or anything that I've done. This is like a collection that I've kind of been buying over the last month. So these weren't all bought in the same day, just to clarify that. So we're just going to start with the pile that is closest to me here. The first one that I got is The Risk by Elle Kennedy. And I have another one of her books. I haven't read it yet, so I haven't read any Elle Kennedy books yet. But I know she does a lot of hockey romances, and I've been in the mood for a hockey romance. So I saw this one, got it. I believe this is a fake dating one. Let's see. Yeah, this is a fake dating trope. So that alone makes me want to read it, and then you add hockey into it, and sign me up. So then I got this one at a thrift store, which if you saw my most likely previous vlog, I did a bunch of bookish things in a weekend. I went to a used bookstore. So I got this book. It is book 5 of the series. I don't have book 1 or 2. You know what I mean? I just bought this, but I'm going to get the rest of the series because I do like this author, and it is The Blood of Olympus, and it is from the Heroes of Olympus series, I believe is the name of the series. I'm excited about this one because I loved the entire Percy Jackson series. So up next, I've been wanting to read this book for a while, and it was sold out the last couple times I went to Barnes, and it's from the person who wrote The Martian. I don't know if you've read that book or seen that movie, but it is Project Hail Mary, and it's about this person who essentially, I feel like Earth is kind of Earth and humanity is in their hands, and they're all alone because their crewmates all died. And it says, with the clock ticking down and the nearest human being light years away, he's got to do it all alone. Or does he? Project Hail Mary is a tale of discovery, speculation, and survival. I feel like I've been wanting to get more into sci-fi books, so I feel like this is a good one to start with. Up next, I mostly just got this one because I thought the edition of it was really cool, and I think it'd be really cool to get them all and have them all together on my bookshelf, and it is Death Note, but is this not the coolest edition ever? So yes, this is a manga, and such a cool edition. So I've been eyeing it for a while. Oh crap, my battery's gonna die. Okay, this might not be in the exact same position. I had to go change my battery. Up next, I have, again, got this from a used bookstore, and I thought this was the first of the series that I grabbed, but I must have grabbed the first and then accidentally put that one down and grabbed this one. But it is Embers. So I'm gonna have to go and get the first one. I'm gonna be honest, most of this one just looked cool. It just looked like a cool fantasy book. So I don't actually know what this one's about at all. Yeah, I literally bought this one because it looked interesting, and now that I actually read it, I'm I don't even actually, I can't even tell what it's actually about, but I'll look it up later, I guess. There's no sanctuary for those who are hunted. I probably saw that and thought it was cool. Up next, I'm addicted to this series. I'm obsessed. I don't know, when I first started Shatter Me, I was okay, this is good, but I don't really get the crazy hype. I don't know why people like Aaron. And then I read the novella, and then I just kept reading, and I was I get it now, and now I literally love this series. So this is part of Shatter Me. Next, I just saw this on sale, And this is one of my favorite groups, so I had to get it. It was like $5, so why would I not get it? You know what I mean? It's my girls. I think this one is so cool. I've been wanting to read these books, so I found an edition that had both of them together, and it had gold edges. And I know I put this in one of my videos already, but it's the Iliad and the Odyssey. I really want to read this. I'm nervous to read this just because I feel like it is so, like, intimidating, but I've been wanting to read this for a while, and I'm sure I read this in high school English or something like that, but I don't remember. Like, I didn't actually really pay attention to a lot of those books at the time, so yes. This next book I got at the used bookstore, and it's just like reminded me of like the books that like our grandmothers and stuff used to read. It probably is because it's an older book, but look how freaking cute it is. It's called Dark Roots and Cowboy Boots. It's small. It's like a cowboy romance, which I've never read before. Oh, he's like a hunky Hollywood producer, and it's the town that she lives in is like the ideal movie site. And it says she's more than a sexy extra. He's adding sizzle to Jamie's romantic slump and firing up something called jealousy in, oh my gosh, Jamie's brother's best friend and longtime crush. Oh, so it's like a rivalry between two guys. It says, and only one's got what it takes to give Jamie the ride of her life. Oh, what were these grandmas reading? Okay, I can't wait to read this one. Up next, I don't think I need to really explain this one. I'm sure everybody's heard of this book by now. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I've honestly been wanting to read this, but I forgot it existed for a moment, and then I saw the trailer for the show that's coming out, and now I'm like, I have to read it before it comes out for obvious reasons. Then I have 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes. Listen to this. I feel like this, I don't know, this is so exciting to me. It says, this is the woman's war. They've waited long enough for their turn. A city engulfed in flames, 10 endless years of war between the Greeks and the Trojans ended in the course of a night. Troy has fallen. A woman's epic, powerfully imbued with new life. 1,000 Ships puts the women, girls, and goddesses at the center of the Western world's greatest tale ever told. Exactly. So pretty much this is just like about the woman of the Trojan War. So how cool. Up next I just saw this little sticker here. Okay, so up next I have Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. I lived, breathed, died, whatever, the Divergent series when I was younger. So when I saw that she had like another really popular series, I was like, I have to read it. So first off, the cover is giving. Like, oh my god, beautiful. Then I saw this little sticker. It says includes Divergent epilogue. I didn't even see that. Oh, right here. Cool. I will be reading that. Oh my god. When the time comes, will they choose loyalty or love? Up next, I have this book from this author that I found on TikTok. She just dropped like her first fantasy album. This is her first like debut fantasy novel, and it is called The Divine Shallows from Alexandra Tran. It's gorgeous. Fun fact, I was the first person in Florida to get a signed copy of her book, so I thought that was cool. And it just sounds good, you know, there's dragons, fae, warlocks, like, just sounds like it's right up my alley. Up next, I saw this really pretty edition. I already read this book on my Kindle, and then I wanted to get a physical copy of it because I loved it so much. And fun fact, I actually just got a tattoo for it. Again, if you have watched my bookish vlog, then you will know that. But I did get a tattoo for this book. It is The Song of Achilles. And this is just such a pretty edition. I clearly haven't even like taken the plastic off yet, but I don't know, I just love this book, and I know a lot of people either loved it or didn't like it at all, but I loved it. Up next, I have Heavenbreaker. I have a really bad habit of like reading the description or the synopsis and like not actually retaining anything. So then when I go to like tell what the book is about, I'm like, you know, I didn't even pay attention to what I read at all. It's actually really bad. I don't know why I do that. Because sometimes they'll be so vague where I'm like, I don't even know what to tell you what it's about. Like, I don't know what it's about. So, daughter was supposed to die with her mother. Should have left with the rest of them. Now there's nothing left. I'm sure you've been seeing this one all over TikTok, so I'm not even going to really explain what this one's about because, like I said, I just read the synopsis and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But pretty much it says, I cannot stop death. I can make it think twice. Stars burn, so do I. Bravery isn't what you do, it's what you endure. So, you know, those 3 things alone made me want to read it. I'm so bad at explaining these things. Okay, up next, I have this book. It is Dragon Rider. From the ashes of an empire, a hero will rise. And, first off, map we love. This one's also signed. So this is about, like, a bonded dragon. So, I don't know. I feel like that's going to be so good. Jay spent his whole life forced to serve the cruel empire that killed his family and now rules his people. To grow more powerful, he's betrothed to the Princess Erica. The princess brings with her a priceless gift, dragons. Yeah, I'm assuming bonds the dragon and probably destroys the world. You know? Up next, again, I think this is the second book of the series, which I don't know if they actually correlate, so I have to find out because if they do, obviously I want to read the first one first. I don't know why I keep... See, this is why they need to go back to, like, how it is. Like, I know some books still do it, like Shatter Me does it, and a couple other books do it, but, like, I need you to put on the side 1, 2, 3, whatever, if it's a series, if it correlates, you know? Like, I need to know these things because I picked this up and I was like, oh, this looks so cute. And I got it, and now I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is the second book. Because it says Return to Tokyo for a royal wedding. Anyways, I don't even think I told you the name. It's called Tokyo Dreaming. I just thought it was cute. And I've seen it on Goodreads and it had good reviews, so I got this book recently in a blind date with a book. It is called Rushed. This isn't something that I would typically pick out for myself because, like, for some reason I don't like people on the covers. I'm not like a fan of, but like I feel like this one's done nicely. It's not cringy or anything. Like, it just looks like a nice photo, so I'm not mad about it. And it sounded good. It's like this girl who gets dumped a couple days, I think, before her wedding. Yeah, and then she's going on a couples retreat that they, like, booked, so she's going alone. And I'm guessing she gets with the retreat owner, who's, like, super adventurous and into the wilderness and stuff, so I don't know. I actually think it could be really good. Next is Throttled. I've heard good things about this. I know it's by the girl who does, I think, the Dreamland Billionaires series. I haven't read that yet, but it's Lauren Asher. And this is a Formula One romance, so it would be my first one, which I didn't even know was a thing until I saw this book. I was like, oh my god, they literally will make a romance out of everything, and I love it. I'm pretty sure it's like her brother's rival or something that she... Let's see. Yeah, my brother's biggest rival. So it's kind of like forbidden, you know. Up next, I have Can't Spell Treason Without T. I bought it. That's why I bought it. The title. Sold. Right there. But, I mean, it sounds good. It's like all they want to do is open a bookshop that serves tea. Same. And, Raina works as one of the queen's private guards. An assassin takes Raina hostage. And she's done, like it says, that she's done risking her life for the self-centered queen. They settle in a town near Dragon Country, and they open up their shop. And then it's about mysteries and murderous queens and apparently a temper tantrum. I have Find Me, and it is the novella for Shadow Me and Reveal Me together. This is another book I got at the used bookstore, and it is called Star of the Morning. She just looks like a bad bitch, like... The fate of the 9 kingdoms rests in the hands of a woman destined to wield one of the blades, because there's only 2 magical swords in the, like, kingdom or whatever that can defeat the mage. In this land of dragons and mages, warrior maids, and magical swords. We love a good fantasy romance. again from a used bookstore, that same one that I went to. It is part of the Heroes of Olympus series. This is book 3, so I have book 3 and book 5 of the series, so I just need to, you know, get the rest. But this one's in perfect condition. Look at this. Perfect. It's called The Mark of Athena. Oh my gosh. I have to go get book 1 and 2 because I just feel like this series is going to be so good. And then lastly, I got this book. It is called Wolf Song. The cover I just thought was beautiful. And then the edges are beautiful too. So they're shapeshifters who can turn into wolves. He was 23, his name's Ox. He was 23 when murder came to the town and tore a hole in his heart. Oh. I might read this on the Kindle because I feel like, I don't know if I like the way the pages are like laid out, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Like the way the sentences are, like they're like all like just like short. I can't explain it. I don't know how to explain it. But like when I open it, I don't like how it looks. So I might just read that on the Kindle. Anyways, that is my book haul. I didn't want to like just sit there and read you the backs of the books because I feel like you can just do that. Like you can go on Goodreads and see what the book's about. So sorry, some of them I didn't really explain what they were about at all. I didn't want to make the video like crazy long by sitting there and describing the book to a T. I didn't think that was really that necessary, but yeah. So go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.
Getting cold, let me